Good morning, guys. What is up, man? So it is currently Wednesday. I think it's the 21st, 2026. And yeah, it's what, 9 a.m., 9:13, 9:15 in the morning. And as we can see here, we're just going to go ahead and break down what happened yesterday. So exactly what I expected to happen ended up happening, which was price came down. We filled up some of this fair value gap off the 15 minute, and we pushed a little bit higher. And around what, 12 a.m., so 12 a.m. at night, we ended up hitting where my TP would have been around, and we ended up coming back down and then wiping out. So that's pretty good to see. And I think it would have stopped just shy of my TP. To be honest, it would have depended on how I felt in that current moment, because I probably would have left for the day, bro. Like 12 a.m., there's no way I was holding this position that long. But like I said, if I was taking a swing trade, then that's what I would have taken. And I would have put TPs here. So I probably would have barely missed my take profit. Or like I said, if I was watching this trade the whole time, I would have probably had an alert set around this price range. And then I would have been looking for an exit around this. So we're going to go ahead and take that down. We're going to go ahead and talk about what else we see today and see if we can find a trade. So it does look like we are continuing in that downtrend that we had earlier with that little chop from here, but you know what I mean. So we'll go on the 1 hour real quick, see what we see. To start it off, buddy. What did I miss? Oh my god, bro. Fresh off the wake up too, bro. I was sitting in my bed for like fucking a minute. Alright, bro. So currently, very obvious downtrend. Taking it. High, low, high, low, high. But if we're talking prominent, low, high, low, high. Some chop, high, low. Probably going to continue with this high right here, and then we're going to continue down. We do still have this order block from yesterday that we kind of touched into. I believe this might qualify as a bounce, so maybe we do reject off of this, but maybe not. I'm going to go ahead and put this line here, delete this line, and move this line here. I think we're very much going to continue and break down. I'll have to see what the 15 minutes talking about, but right now, it's just a pretty obvious downtrend. But right now we're at equal lows almost. We're almost at equal lows. We have an order block right here, super tiny though. So I'm not really too in about that. We have an order block here as well. But price already continued in this section. I might go ahead and mark that out real quick. Like these. I can hear my dog trying to see if I'm in my room. Alright. So right now we're trapped in between two hourly order blocks. I'm not too stoked about where market's going this time. As we've seen for the past 2 days or so, price is very choppy. Now, by the way, if you guys see me eating Sour Patch Kids near the end of the stream or as I'm going through, it's so I can get as many carbs and sugar into my body before I go ahead and start biking, because usually in the morning I hit about an 8-mile to 10-mile bike ride, so I don't pull cramps or anything like that. And obviously I haven't eaten breakfast in the mornings. I drink a lot of water, and I eat a decent helping of candy, especially off the wake up. So yeah, if y'all see me doing that during the stream, don't pay it no attention, bro, because I got a bike ride to do. That's the next expense I want to buy after a car. So I need to buy me a car again, which I'm not too stoked to buy a car, I'll be honest. Insurance is just stupid, bro. But buy a car, get a bike. And I really want to like not cheap out on this bike. The car, I'll cheap out on the car. The bike, no. So I want to buy like a nice Damani Trek bike or an S-Works AL. Like, I want something crazy, bro. There was a I forget the name. I think it's called like a S Work Atheos. That's my like that's the bike I want. It's a carbon frame race bike and it's so sexy. I saw one for like 2.9K on eBay, bro. I wanted it, but it had some frame damage and the guy ended up having it repaired. So I don't know how carbon works and how carbon repairs work, but I've heard if the frame is compromised then it's kind of like eh. I have been looking at titanium bikes too though, but that's a little out of budget. That's like 6 bands minimum. But if I do go titanium, I'm going Blackheart number 22, um, titanium race frame. So or road bike, and I'll just customize that, and it's like 7K I think. And you gotta include taxes too, but it's like 7K before tax. So it's not the cheapest, and then you gotta think of shipping too. So yeah, it'll probably be pushing about like 7.5, 8K. But anyhow, 1 hour looks pretty solid. Nothing really crazy going on. We got a order block here. No fair value gaps. Nothing too wicked. I believe, like I said, price is gonna go what high. Let me mark these actually, cause I might be geeking myself out. High, low, high, low, and then we break here. Yeah, but this is a high too though. So high, that's equivalent lows. Hmm. We'll say high. No. So yeah, we break chop. We're probably gonna push up then. Like I said yesterday, I might want to take these down in my notes real quick actually, because that's what I was noticing yesterday, and I based off my and that's what I based that trade off of. Anytime that you see this chop and you see an equal high or an equal low, which this isn't an equal low technically, but anytime you see something like this where it's like a super similar equal low, let's see if we can find it from yesterday. Probably not on the 1 hour. But when you see an equal high or equal low, just know price is going to continue in the opposite direction. I think I'm going to add that to my strat. So where was it? The 15? It was somewhere around here, bro. That's not it. That's not it either. I don't remember where it is. Maybe it's this one? No, it's not. What the hell was I looking at yesterday, bro? It had to be somewhere around here. I can't remember. But I'm going to go ahead and write that down. If two highs are equivalent, the chances of a market reversal are higher. Go ahead and take that note real quick. Alright, bro. I should really be screenshotting this and stuff so I can add it to my notes as I do them. I'll be honest. So 1 hour, nothing going on. Let's go to the 15 minutes, see what we see. First of all, hold up, let me break this extra line off. Yeah, 15 minutes, see what we see. Fair value gap right here immediately. Go ahead and mark that. Looks like prices already came into it, so it's not even that concerning. But I'm going to keep it marked out just so I can know. For the lines, we've got boom. And then another one right here. So that's our high and low. Now, for this fair value gap, this is also concerning me because it's like, look at all this chop, then look at all this chop. Technically, this is still a downtrend though. We got our high here, high here, high here, low here, low here. And then we continue down. And then we have high, low. So I'm assuming maybe we're coming back into this price range to fill it out. And we might might continue on the 15 minute on the downtrend. So if we break this 15 and 5 here, or not 15 and 5, but this 15 an hour here, and we start into this order block, I could see take profits being set somewhere through these lines. So maybe we get some pretty moves here. Like I said, fair value gap, we come back into that, we use that as a retrace. This basically gets wiped out, so price will be continuing now. I want to like change the color of an order block that's already been hit. Would I? Nah, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work either. Maybe we color it like a lighter version of the color, so like this. So we know that it's already been like schmacked. Yeah, that works. Alright. I don't like this yellow. We gotta get that up out of there. Change that back to white. Alright, cool. So boom, price comes back into this. It takes it out. I think we're gonna get a nice little retrace right here. Like I said before, we had a lot of chop. So downtrend chop. The whole way, just chop. This is an equal low almost. So this is, as you can see, it wasn't completely perfect, so we kind of just kept chopping, but this is probably equal lows here, which then we spike up off the trend change, and then we get another equal low where, or equal high or low where. These aren't equal. They're close, but they're not equal. So I guess maybe that's another trend shift there. So we can put not just equal, but close to equal. This also counts for almost equal highs or lows. Man, I think it was really some Mexican food that like passed through me, bro. I went from bloated for like 2 days because I ate like pizza the day before, and then the next day I ate tacos, cake, and fucking quesadillas and all sorts of shit, bro. And like my stomach was poking, and bro, I was like gassy as hell. TMI, but like, yeah, you gotta bear with me. And I was gassy for a bit. Brother, once that came up out of me, bro, my stomach been nice and flat. I've been chilling. And I haven't even worked out, bro. I didn't work out for those 2 days because I felt so heavy. But that's what cheese will do to you, man, really. It just sits. Anywhoozy, we clear this out. Da-da-da-da. Fair, that's equal. This isn't equal. We're going to continue down. I'm going to go look at the 5 minute. We got about, what, 3 minutes? Before next candle. This is tight too, though. Tight, tight, tight. Not really. Yeah, we get this 5 minute break. We're going to push. Once we push, I guarantee we're going to get out of this fair value gap. We might hit this. If we hit that, I'm going to go ahead and start marking out points of liquidity. So we already know first TP and probably the most likely is this one right here. I like setting my TPs off the 15 minute, but like, I don't know. We're going to set another one here. Let's set another one here. And we'll just call that a day. Oh, and we can wait on this 15 minute real quick, see if we see anything crazy. As y'all can see, I told you guys I was going to be doing my hair yesterday. We went ahead and gave myself a little cut, a little chop. I was thinking, bro, I think I need to... my underarms are pretty tamed. We're good. I was supposed to say, I think I might need to trim my underarm, but we're chilling. Come on, I need that 15 minute close below this. That'd be sweet. Oh, shit. That would be sweet. You know, I would offer y'all some, bro. But, like, I can't do that. this shit again. Bro, genuinely, first of all, I hate AMC's The Fourth. These Johns are so annoying to get out of the case. Some days they want to comply, other days they don't. And I think the technique is to push the front of them up. If we do break here, low key, this take profit's kind of ass. If we do break here, fuck though. We're gonna have to move to 15 in the fucking the 1 hour, which is likely, but like, Cause the second we break this isn't even that much of a move for real. But once again, we take any money we could take, bro. This is probably like $200-300 right here, maybe even 500. And honestly, if we pass here, the likelihood of us moving downwards is very likely. So maybe add another TB, right? And we didn't even break that line for real. Maybe it did count for a break, because it started pushing a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and mute Mike and just let it ride for a bit. If there's something I have to say, I'll go ahead and say it, but yeah, we're just gonna let it ride. We're seeing some good motion. Yeah, we're getting good movement. I'm just waiting for this break. I'm way in. I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and after we finish this trade, I'm gonna go bike to the store, give me some more of this candy because this was absolutely amazing. I did not expect to eat 2 bags of this in one sitting, but give me some more of this candy and go on like a maybe 12-mile bike ride. It depends on how freaky I'm feeling. Sometimes that music they do be hitting a little different, man. Be having me wanna like it's 75 again. We are the people of the world. Walking in every boy and girl. I'm happy to see that Price did come back here to fill up that 15-minute fair value gap that was going to be forming. Hopefully the next candle is a white candle so we can get that broken off, but then we push down maybe. But if it is a white candle, then that means our bias is going to be a little bit wavier. So maybe that's not a good thing to be wishing for. But if we get all black candles, we know price is going to come back. I'm not looking for that. We are the people, rule the world for any and every. So that was our confirmation right here. This is 100% confirmation that we broke below that line. I'm looking for a little bit more movement. Like I said, we might hit like a small white candle like up here to neutralize this maybe. Just so we can start that new line breakdown. But on the 15-minute, we might go ahead and we might push to like right outside of this box. Just barely. I just hit the jackpot. What do I think should be anime of the year before I see what's on this list? Anime of the year. Damn, bro, I did finish. Just straight sugar to the dome. Anime of the year. I haven't watched a lot of modern anime this year. But you already know. I gotta dick ride JJK. I gots to. Oh, we're seeing a lot of flipping. Hold up. Yeah, it's about to do what I'm saying, which is cancel out this black candle we just saw. I don't know. My Hero wasn't even. Don to Don was overrated. I did not like Don to Don, bro. I'm sorry. Alright, Gotcha. That was a good anime. But I don't think it was JJK worthy, bro. Like, JJK was really good. Taco Peas. The hell is this? Get that lame ass shit on my face. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. JJK was that shit, bro. Gachakuda was kind of good though, but it wasn't better than JJK. Black Clover, never in my life have I sat down and said, let me watch Black Clover and actually enjoyed it. I'm sorry. I sat down and watched, or forced myself to watch, what, like 3 episodes? I couldn't get into it. There's just some animes that when I watch it, I'm like, yo, this is absolute, like, the slowest pacing, or it's just like every other anime, bro. What it felt like to me was like, I want to say Naruto so bad, but it wasn't even just Naruto. It was more of like yeah, it felt like it was forcing the whole Naruto trope. Like, I want to be the greatest, but you're like a useless ass individual type shit. So, but it wasn't, bro, it was more of like a My Hero kind of feeling, right? Where the MC isn't even anybody like significant at all, and then they end up becoming super duper strong just cause it's their anime. So like he ain't do nothing for real. He didn't learn anything, but all of a sudden he gets like one of the strongest abilities in the whole entire show, and of course he power scales. Um, it was kind of just mid to me, honestly. An anime that I found pretty cool that was not new gen. I mean, I guess it's considered new gen, but it wasn't recently out. Is Fire Force. I thought Fire Force was kind of cool. Never really fully watched it, I don't believe, but I watched a lot of it. I probably still need to finish it. Holy shit. So it looks like we're actually gonna go ahead and flip here a bit, which once again I'm not too sad about. I don't think price is gonna push much higher than like this line right here. I think it's kind of just feeling out this little fair value gap and make sure we got everything, which we already did, but yeah, we already did, but I don't know. Maybe it's just checking. I don't think we're gonna push too much higher. Maybe we get a little bump, but I don't think we're getting anywhere crazy. And this is on our 15 minutes, so we gotta go ahead and check that. I think this one's gonna be a black candle, so we can set this line here, which is very unfortunate because that means now price can flip either way. And if we get this white candle, black, white, then we get this 15-minute moved here. That would be great. So low key, yeah, I do need it to push up a little higher. I do need it to stay around this little section for 5 more minutes. That way I can go ahead and move this here. And that'll give us a faster break. And then this take profit here makes sense. I didn't think My Hero was that great, bro. Like, I watched all of My Hero. I couldn't get into it for real. And I watched all of it. I haven't heard Elfen Lied song track or soundtrack in a long time. All of my niggas, some robbers and choppers, we running this shit, we hopping about it. I haven't heard that rap song in a long time. I said, if you need any help, bro, look at me. Dude, I'd be so scared to go up on stage, bro. Like, genuinely. I don't know how performers do it. I mean, that's their life, but like, I know the first time being a performer and going up on stage got to be like the scariest shit ever, bro. You trying to tell me I gotta look at hundreds of? I mean, they kind of scale up with it, you know what I mean? But like, think of somebody like Ice Spice, right? Where their first song goes basically crazy. So your first real performance is in front of thousands and thousands and thousands of people. Even just talking in front of a few hundred people is scary as hell. If you've ever been to a graduation, like your high school graduation or a high school graduation, being the person that has to speak in front of the entire show, like the entire stadium, is probably terrifying, right? And that's only a few hundred people, maybe a thousand or 2,000 people, maybe a little bit more. Let's say 3,000 people, right? Brother, imagine performing to tens of thousands of people. I feel like you kind of just enter flow state. You can't. It's one of those things you just can't think about, bro. Second you think about it, you shit yourself. So you look out there and you're like, damn, this is 20,000 people. You start to stuttering and then you just shit yourself. Like, it's got to be like that, bro. So imagine being a normal guy and they pull you up on stage and now you have to sing an entire song in front of Santa and Dave's entire fan base, bro. And if you don't know the lyrics, you're cooked. You're fucked. Nah, he was going crazy. Okay, it doesn't look like it's gonna give me the Johns I was looking for. Maybe okay, so maybe Price was just trying to cover up this 15-minute or 15-minute fair value gap, which I think I already said that, but maybe. So if we break past this 5 here, we're Gucci. New line on here. So lines are still the same. Yeah, lines are still the same. NIPG, I got ego. Let's go ahead and put those on each other. We break past this 5-minute, we're Gucci. That'll give us enough momentum to break past all these. Honestly, I don't mind going in Sephora, but I feel like if you went in there with a girl, oh, oh my god. What do you know about shopping with your sisters in Sephora and Victoria's Secret and Pink and Bath and Body Works? Oh. That shit be driving me crazy. But honestly, I used to always find something to do. Victoria's Secret, Pink, and Bath and Body Works, or no Bath and Body Works, yeah. But Victoria's Secret and Pink, like lingerie stores, there's nothing for you to do in there as a guy, a straight male at least. Maybe you can go try some panties and a bra on, you know, or maybe you get a bra and you test it on and you go like just trolling, but that's like a 10-second event. Um, Somewhere like Bath and Body Works, at least smell the candles. Like me, I like fragrances. I'm gonna walk around, smell the candles, smell the colognes, get some people's opinions on some smells. You know what I mean? But for Sephora, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm going to the fragrance section immediately. But they also got some skincare stuff in there. Nothing really crazy. Like the products that I use for my skincare is The Ordinary. I actually have all their stuff in my bathroom. I'm not gonna give you guys all my sauce, but The Ordinary, they don't have that in Sephora, bro. So they got like, I don't even think they got CeraVe. So yeah. Now I'm gonna put you boys on game. I talk about this, or I used to talk about this a lot, of some skincare routines, bro. If you're a dude, the best skincare routine is drinking water. I'm lying to you. Don't listen to what I'm saying. But no, in reality, drinking water will keep you a little cleaner. What I notice a lot is, yeah, I could get away with eating 2 bags of this, but that's because I'm a superhuman and I'm literally Omni Man, and I'm also invincible. But drinking water, a lot of it, I drink about 6 bottles of water a day. If I do cardio, then I'm drinking 6. If I'm not doing cardio, usually about 4 or a little bit under that. I'd say 3 if I'm slacking. But yeah, drinking water, keep your face clear. But my skin routine is The Ordinary face. Actually, wait. Before I say that, CeraVe. I started off with CeraVe. I use the daily cleanser, the blue, like the baby blue one, and I got a big bottle this big. I think it cost me like 20, $30. Get you one of those. Use it every single day. This is the problem with you boys, and y'all hygiene be fucked up. The reason it be so messed up is you guys aren't consistent. Use it every single day. Don't skip no days. When you do that, your face is gonna start clearing up, hopefully. If it doesn't, and you start, this is when you start peeping game, by the way. Or here, let's start like this. Instead of getting the huge bottle first, start with the small bottle. So the small bottle is like this big. It'll still last you like a few months though. Start with that and see what it does to your skin. By now, you should know your skin type. If you're a teenager or something like that, if you're over the age of 13, 14, you should know your skin type. When you take your finger and you rub it against your face, right? Is it oily or is your face dry? If your face is dry, you'll see that it's like chafing or it's like ashy if you're black. So what I recommend is in the morning, instead of washing your face off the wake up, you go in there, you get a hot rag, you make sure you completely wipe it on your face, you get all the gunk off your face, hot rag all over your face. Give it about 30 to 40 minutes, see what your face does. If it's dry and flaky feeling, then you have dry skin. If it's like you run your finger across it and it's oily and you can go like this and it's oily, you have oily skin. Now, if you're like me, some places are oily, other places are dry. My beard is dry and my face is oily, always. But my nose is the oiliest. Oiliest? Oiliest? I don't know. Hold up. Yeah, oiliest. So, once you check that out, go ahead and, like I said, use that soap every day. And you can see how it affects your skin. So, instead of using the hot rag method, you can just wash your face with that every morning. Use no products after and see what it does for the first like week. And like I said, that's how you find out what your skin type is. Now, based off of that is where you can start tuning what you need for your skin. So CeraVe also gives you like a harsher cleanser that's better for like oily skin and it'll get a lot of that oils like more balanced, which is the daily cleanser that works for oily skin. Or you can get oil, like if you have dry skin all the time, you can get the yellow, it's like a yellowy soap and it's in a green container where it's clear but it has a green little like lid looking thing like these. That is the oily version of the daily cleanser, and what you'll do is it'll keep your skin nice and hydrated. So you go ahead and wash your face with that Jones. Now right after you use that, you wash your face, you rinse it off, you wipe it down with a towel. Me, I like to do it twice some days. I feel super dirty. Hold up. We're starting to see some motion. But me, sometimes I feel super dirty. So I'll go ahead and wash my face once, clean it, wash it again. Now, I'll use less soap the second time because usually it'll froth up a lot easier. But if I don't see a lot of like bubbles and it looks like the soap is getting thinned out pretty early, I'll go ahead and wash my face again. And like I said, with less soap. After you do all of that, then you're going to go ahead and, I can't remember what it was that I used to use. Bro. What? I feel like there was something I'm missing, bro. Because right after that, I used to use something. Maybe I just always use the salicylic acid. So Ordinary makes salicylic acid. You want to go ahead and put that in your hand. And what I do, if you're a dude, you don't give a shit. You want to go ahead and put it in your hand, go like these. Just make sure you get everything on your face. A lot of girls are going to be like, oh, you have to paint it on your face. No. Hold up. I'm going to go ahead and start setting my positions now. So what, we'd be looking at something like, I mean, we got to wait until it closes. So we have to wait. But yeah, go ahead, put salicylic acid all over your face. And right after that, you can use SPF lotion that they make. If you're Caucasian, I recommend you use whatever is recommended for you. If you're African American like me, it makes you look very ashy and very ghostly. So I didn't use that. What I would do instead is I would just put some beard oil that I had on my beard and then just get the CeraVe lotion and put that on my face. So I wouldn't even do the salicylic acid sometimes. I'd just do the lotion and the face wash and I'll be alright. and then like I said, the oil beard, and then what the beard oil, and then I brush it in. I'm hoping that we stay at this price range right here for the next 1 minute, because if we do, then we'd enter that trade. I'm not by myself. See, now this is why you don't get pump faked in 2026. Y'all saw how Price just did that? Super quick, flip back. Now, if somebody had entered that trade, you was getting fucked brutally. Now, we're going to sit here and watch Price return, and we're not going to touch a button. That's why I said I'm going to wait. It might come back, though. But it's got 30 seconds, and it looks like it's starting to try to pump fake Hezi. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll get a good push, and it'll push down a little bit. I know what's right, what's wrong. I'll tell myself. Psych. Alright, so we didn't get to push on it. Now we gotta wait another 5. Now watch this be that one candle that's like, ooh, boom. Just tanks everything. Oop, you missed your entry. Boom. Bruh. I know it's right, what's wrong. And then I'm by myself. What do I know, boo? Please don't be the one dick candle, bro. Don't do it. I could probably delete this line in a minute, because we might end up just passing straight through it. But anyhow. As I was saying before, go ahead, wash your face with whatever cleanser works for your skin. Then go ahead and just put lotion on your skin and put a beard oil if you have a beard like me. If you don't have beard, then just put the lotion everywhere where it's butt naked skin. Now, yeah, that's that game. Now, once you start using that for a minute and you run out of those products, then you upgrade. Based off of your skin and based off of what you need, then you can upgrade from there, yada, yada, yada. For me, I currently went from CeraVe. I got rid of all my CeraVe products. Besides the lotion. The CeraVe lotion is elite, and I use it for my legs and my arms. But, or I use cocoa butter. But go ahead and get you that ordinary facial scrub or the ordinary soap. It comes in like this white tube with the gold bar, and it's just a completely white tube with a clear cap, and it flips off. Get you some of that. Then you're going to get salicylic acid. You're going to get whatever the hell the yellow piss drink looking thing is. Then you're going to get, or no, yeah. So it's the soap, the yellow pissy drink that comes with the twist nozzle thing that I told you to rub in your hands and rub on your face. The serum, you can grab some of that. And then you're going to get the lotion as well. The facial lotion. That's all you need, bro, and you'll be straight. And that's how I get my skin to look like what it looks like. The bumps that you see on my face are from ingrown hairs. They have nothing to do with the products I use. That's just because I'm African American. So anytime I cut my beard low, it just bumps up. Honestly, this isn't even that bad compared to what it used to do. It used to look crazy. I fucking told you guys we're going to get one candle that was going to start dicking, bro. Unfortunate. Toph is so bad, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love Toph. I was never Qatar ass, dude. Always Toph. Looks like we're probably gonna be hitting like right here. We got 1 minute left. Hopefully price backs up a little bit. It already took out one of my take profits though. So we're kind of cooked. I wouldn't be surprised if price did come back this direction because we have not set any new hourly or 15 minutes. So we're kind of cookied. Let's go ahead and delete that, bro. It's over. Now, the concerning part is now that this is gone and I didn't get in on that specific trade, it looks like we're going to have to kind of wing it. I'm going to push this just back a bit to give myself some wiggle room. We're going to move that like that. And right when this entry closes, that's when we're going to go ahead and take a position. All right, we're in. So this is exactly the type of trade that I'd be taking right about now. It's not too favorable, but honestly, I think price will come back. Hopefully, price doesn't swing all the way back and we at least hit this TP right here. So maybe I can go ahead and move this down to like right here. Now I give myself some wiggle room still, so move it here. Now we just sit and wait. Yeah, but Toph is so bad, bro. One minute, good, 1 minute, then the next one's mine. All right, now, real quick, if we do end up touching this TP right here, I'm going to move stop just a little higher just to give myself a little bit more wiggle room. I don't think we're just going to straight wipe that Jones, but yeah, it could happen, so like I said, we're going to wait. If it does push this line, I'm probably going to move stop loss to like break even, completely break even. I wanna kiss you. not gonna lie, bro. I feel like New York, Texas, Miami, LA, Atlanta, Dubai are like GTA servers. All of them. Depending on your your level of wealth, depends on how much you can overly pop it. Now, if you like the hood, Texas, Atlanta. If you like pretty poppy, super suburban, LA, Dubai. If you like a mixture, Miami. Like, bro, I feel like them some GTA servers, man. But you have to have a leveled up character to live in them areas, bro. If your character ain't already level 50, you're kind of cooked. Because now you look like a scrub. Nah, Eve in the Invincible comics was kind of hot. I'm not gonna lie. In the show, she's ugly shit. Bro, what even is Andrew Tate anymore? Like, what actually happened to that dude? He's just like, from when he started slinging the N slur, like the hard R, I knew it was already cooked. I knew he had already lost it. He took the money, man. Come on, bro, they edging. I know Price wants to reverse right now. I'm not gonna lie. I know it do. Low Kurt. I wonder how much I would have made from this trade off of just this move alone right here. Let's see if I can ask ChatGPT. Why are my cameras on fucking live mode, bro? If I had a 50K funded account and was using a 1% position size, how much would I have made off of this trade? I wonder what the numbers are so I can know for future reference. Risk to reward ratio of 0.79. You're risking 1%. Da, da, da. So profit would be 395 off of that one move. You would have made it. Maybe if I had leveraged a little bit more. So like on how small this move is, maybe 1.5 on this move. I'm not sure, bro. Okay, we just set a new hourly, right? Oh, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. Price might come all the way back up here right now. Oh no. That's dangerous. Poison. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because now we've got this fair value gap right here, that price might want to touch. So if we can move this here, move that here, swing that here, change that there, new fair value gap. This ain't looking too good, Mr. Stark. So this would be a $500 loss. It's not too bad. It's dangerous. Poison. Oh, yeah. So if that's the case, if that's 0.7, where do I get that number from? Oh, yeah. Where'd she get 0.7 from? 7.9. Oh, right there. Risk to reward ratio. Okay, cool, cool. So off a risk to reward ratio of 2.1. 2.01. So yeah, that's 1,005. That would have been a sexy trade, bro. I'm not gonna lie, there was this anime. It was a vampire anime. I don't watch a lot of vampire animes, bro. But genuinely, I want to rewatch it. It was kind of peak. Them vampire animes be freaky as hell, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. If this position, or wherever this position closes at, I'm gonna call it a day. We'll analyze the rest of it tomorrow. I want to go hit this bike ride, bro. Good boy, PD. Yo. Shit, my bad, bro. Bro, I've gotta watch Smiling Friends, bro. Good boy, PD. Mm-hmm. Bro, this girl voice acts a lot of characters. Holy shit. She voices Luna, Blaze. Hold up. Luna, Blaze, the girl off of Smiling Friends, the character off of Marathon, or a character off of Marathon. I don't know who the hell this is. Catwoman on Marvel Rivals. No way, bro. She voices Laura off of Arcane. Yo. She's just a down bad artist. Yo, every character she voices, and the girl off of JJK for the dub. Bro, she's got it, bro. She always voicing the freaky characters, bro. But I gotta take a shit. Hold on, I'm gonna mute Mike. I'll be right back. low-key edging right now, bro. We're just bouncing up and down. We got really close on these two. I might have to spread that a little bit further. Honestly, let me see. This break would be so beautiful, bro. Where did the blue line go? Nah, shout out to them boy Clash of Clans, bro, for posting that 1 foot picture. Shout out to them boys. What the hell is a Dragon Duke? What the fuck? There's a new fucking hero in Clash of Clans. Oh, bro, I'll never play Clash of Clans in my life again, bro. I played it, got to Town Hall 16 or 15, whatever the hell it was. And brother, it's, bro, nah, fuck, nah. It low-key looks like Price is just gonna chop on this line for a bit. That's so bad. I'd rather get stopped out or pushed through, bro. 1 of the 2. Yo. So if you guys didn't know, I have a plan, or I'm planning a Japanese trip for the end of this year or the beginning of next year. And bro, I have been seeing so many posts recently about how Japanese people see black people as like Viltrumites. And there was a tweet of where the dude said every time they see black dudes in public, they think of like how big and like muscular they are and how intimidating they are even to like a man in Japan, like Japan. They said they're like twice our height, twice or three times our muscle mass. And they said when I think about like just how thick they are built, they're like I feel like I could die from a single punch. Yo, I'm like, gang. What the fuck are we talking about, bro? I think you're losing the plot here, bro. Cause what are you talking about, bro? I mean, I kind of get what he's trying to say, but like, there's no way the difference between Japanese people and an American African American male is that different. They say like they can't compete when it comes to dating either, cause once again their stature and build is just so crazy. I don't think I look that crazy. Actually, I kind of do think I look a little defined for a guy that doesn't work out. By the way, I mean the most I do is some cardio, but yeah, I was like, damn, they really think we just like insanely built like that. I'm gonna go ahead and move this stop loss, bro. Actually, I lied. I'm not gonna fucking touch it. I was gonna say I'm gonna move it closer so we can get stopped out a little earlier because I'm not about to sit here and wait. Actually, yeah, I'm still gonna do that. I'm gonna move it back to flush with the top of this candle. I didn't think Japanese people were like intimidated. I thought it was more of like they just didn't like us. The average height in Japan is 5'1" and 5'6". No way. That can't be accurate. Because if that's the case, damn. Now I see what they're talking about. Because I'm a giant, literally 6'1". What's the average height of a Japanese male? 5'7". But the male average in the US is 5'9". So they're probably about 6 foot. Or not 6 foot, but like 5'10". That's still kind of crazy though. Because I know a few homies that are like 5'9", 5'8", and I'm pretty tall compared to them. So 5'7" being like the average is tough. So what is women's height? Probably like what, 5'3"? Damn. Yo, bro, 5'3" is like insanely tiny. I haven't seen Papa Gut in a minute, but that take on Femboys was truly art. This guy is a genius. I think that I need to go get me some basketball shoes because, brother, I haven't had some in a minute and I need some hoop shoes. So I'm probably going to go to like Burlington or something and go pick me up some. I know we have a Dick's Sporting Good pretty close, but I don't want no like crazy ass basketball shoes. I just need something to hoop in the dirt and type shit. I tell you, I be hurt before. Um, damn, bro. If I go to Burlington, I just I might be alright. Is it really? Do I really need basketball shoes, bro? Yeah, kinda. Or do I want to be that guy that hoops in New Balances? Low key, I'd hoop in New Balances. Mm-mm-mm. So off of this risk reward, how much am I losing? Mm-mm-mm. How much is this? Like right here. 0.51. We'll just put it at 0.049. At a 0.049. Yeah. 49% stop loss. How much am I losing? The risk to reward ratio is 2.43. And it's 1% that I'm taking on the trade. And we'll just chalk it up to a $500 loss if we do touch. I'll tell you, I'll be hurt before. Bro, I hate having super duper short hair. Like cutting my hair, because I went bald. So I can redo my hair or my waves so I can get them 360 in pretty well. And bro, my hair is itchy as hell because how spiky it is. Oh my god. Honestly, bro. All right. I just watched a clip where somebody said the average person is very unathletic. I kind of agree with the guy that was talking because he was saying he's been playing sports since he like came out the womb type. So like he assumes everybody knew how to be athletic. I think part of that is also like not race defining, but like gang. In African American households, the majority, I mean, not even the majority, at least one of y'all in there is like a high performing athlete. At least one of y'all. Now, unless all y'all are just gangbangers, and in that case, but I remember like being raised up, and the first thing I'm thinking is like, oh yeah, I'm about to be dope at sports. I did football since I was like 10, gang. I've been working out since I was, I don't know, bro. I thought that was just like normal. I told my nephew, he's half Caucasian as well, but I told my nephew to jump one day or like shoot a basketball. This nigga could not shoot a ball. I thought everybody, like, bro, he's 11 years old. This is a basketball. Like, this is a basketball. I told him to shoot. This nigga's gonna go like these. Hold up. He gonna go like these. Bro, I almost smacked the shit out of him, bro. Like an 11-year-old child. I told him, yo, shoot the basketball. This is on a grown man hoop, by the way, so a 10-foot hoop. I told him to shoot the basketball. He goes, eh. Doesn't even touch anything. Straight air ball. Goes like this. Bro, when I was 10, bro, I feel like I was hooping, my nigga. Everybody in my house is an athlete. If you're in this house and you don't do a sport, you're a waste of time. Like, everybody in this house has done a sport. I think out of everybody in the house, I've probably done the most amount of sports. I've done basketball, I've ran track, I've done high jump, I've done football, I've done soccer. I currently do cycling. And I'm eventually, low key, if I end up buying me a super expensive bike, I will be doing a 5K. But I found out that a 5K was only like, what, 3 miles or something crazy like that? That can't be true, bro. Because if that's the case, bro, I eat that for breakfast. And on the heavy bike that I'm on, that wasn't even made for road, but I turned it into a road bike. I hit about what, like 13 miles per hour minimum average. So I can only imagine if I was competing, and especially if it's only 3 miles. And if there's no hills, oh yeah, because I train with hills. What are the different type of races in cycling? Holy hell, go my hair. I gotta brush it. But I can't brush it before I go cycling. I mean endurance race, like a 5K. Okay, so they've got the short endurance, which is 6 to 12 miles. Okay, that's what I was thinking. My nephew came here and said, 5K is like 3 miles. I was like, nigga, what? I said, bro, who is biking for only 3 miles on a bike? So 6 to 12 miles for a beginner casual race distance, a 10K, 20K, that sounds okay. That's pretty average, right? Now 25 mile, I don't have a bike built for that right now, and it looks like we just hit TP. Yeah, we just hit TP, number 1. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this like right here. Damn, my battery on my laptop's about to die. I gotta plug it up. Yeah, we just hit first TP. We're gonna go ahead and move this to here. If we break above this, we should be Gucci. And if we hit both of these take profits, that's 1.25K up on the day. We're really up on the week, right? I think. And it looks like we're about to close below this. So we're getting some momentum. I was assuming that Price wanted, the reason I moved my stop loss a little closer at first is I was assuming that Price wanted to come here so it could set a new high. So I believe we're going to just continue down. Now, smacking this off rip is going to be a little difficult, I'm not going to lie. So I might even move this like this. So yeah, at least come out here with like 300. I'm so confused on what I'm looking at right now. I'm so fucking scared. Now let me not set it this low because Price could easily just swing back. What the hell? Yeah. Let me make sure I know exactly where we started at on this trade. Okay, so on the 5 minute we start where there's a small candle and then there's big wick. So we started here on the trade. So I can, how do I show that? Do I just go back like these? I guess I can do like this. And now move that there. And move this here. Maybe. But then this doesn't show anything. Now I'm confused. I'm gonna just leave this right here. Oh my god, my hair's so itchy, bro. And before you say it, no, my hair's not dirty. It was just washed 2 days ago. And yes, I make sure I brush my hair daily. I just haven't brushed my hair for the day. So like I said, just cutting my hair bald and now the new hair is growing back. It's super spiky. And if you've never had waves before, since those spikes are laying on your head, it itches so bad because it's just prickly as hell. Ugh. I honestly don't think we're gonna hit this second TP. But like, I don't know. I guess we could just set like these. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna hit this second TP. It's a little deep. Let's go to the 15 real quick, see what we're rocking. There's no relative lows in this section, even on the 15. That's crazy. I mean, we got this Johns right here. Where is that at? Okay, yeah, we can call this TP. A fool alone. Oh my god. I really just want to end this trading day, so I might end it here actually. Looks like broski. Broski. Yeah, I guess we'll end the trade. So I'll go ahead and mark this. We'll take the end here. So this is where I say my loss was. And I'll put this like that. Actually, no, let me leave it so tomorrow we can see where it ended at. And I said it would end like this, and we'll just leave this open like that. But yeah, we would have taken the trade off of this, which would have been plus how much on the original trade? I think he said 500. So it would have been a 0.79 risk to reward ratio. Oi! How much did you say I would have made off of that 0.79 risk to reward ratio? $395 on the day. Because I don't want to sit here and wait any longer. I have to go fucking get rid of my hair. And we already hit one of my TPs. Low-key, like I said earlier, it probably would have been a little smarter if I had taken a full 1.5% up on that. Because then in that case, that $300 profit would have been a lot more. But actually, we would have had to let this ride low-key. But no, I'm not going to. That's 0.395. That's $135 or $395, bro. I'm chilling. Honestly, this wouldn't have been a bad trade to wait on. Maybe I'll just let it ride and I'll just step away. So I don't think it's gonna break. And if we can hit here, that's a guaranteed 6. It might be more than that because this is 1.25 right here. So how much is this? It's gotta be like a band. So we'll say this is a band right here. I'll let it ride. I'm gonna go on my bike ride. And then what else should I do when I get back? Take a shower. And yeah, like I said, we'll check back in tomorrow. But yes, I will let this ride out. If we get stopped here, this is probably what? Not break even, but a little bit below. So we would have been up maybe $100 something bucks. Something like that. I don't know. We'll do the math when we get back, bro. But anyhow, bro. Successful stream. Cool, calm, collected. I do not like how dark this video is, actually. So I might have to up my ISO whenever I get back. But anyhow, like I said, that's everything. We've been trading for an hour and 38 minutes. I'm not trying to trade too much longer. And I will see y'all tomorrow's video, bro. Peace.